Good morning. I had a really good night in the Smelt shack last night with my good old buddy Big Al. And we did well. We fished through a couple of tides and got fast and furious there for a little bit. But did pretty good overall. But I need some coffee. I know a lot of people know exactly what smelt are and all that, but a lot of people don't. And these are rainbow smelt from salt water, and they're basically it's like a small brook trout, really. A lot of good, really good eating. And if you've never had them, I suggest you try it. Even if you have to buy them from a market or in the store or something, they're really good deep fried. Of course, everything's better fresh, as they say. Now we can have a little coffee talk, or coffee talk, as they say in New York. What was it? Oh yeah, you know when you're catching smelt, but you always want to get your limit, fill a bucket, and next day you get up or you come home that night at 3 o'clock in the morning and you look at your bucket and say, why didn't I stop at 12? Because that's when the work starts. But they're real easy to clean. You know, essentially, just take the head off. And what I do is I cut all the heads, I cut like a dozen heads off and then I gut a dozen. It's just easier for me that way. And then I vacuum seal them. And anyway, pretty good weekend coming up. We got the annual Rotary Derby up here on Lake Winnipesaukee. Actually, it's in the whole state, but you know, Winnipesaukee is more or less the focal point. But you can fish any lake in the state. Some really good prizes. Actually, these heads are phenomenal crayfish bait. Or any kind of bait. Anything, a head with an eye in it is phenomenal for crayfish. So always save everything, don't throw anything away. But anyway, yeah, I got some good friends coming up for the weekend, and I was thinking about it. How many friends I've made on YouTube since I started. It's pretty cool. You know, you don't think about it, and I certainly 2 years ago when I made my first cell phone video, I never thought that I'd have people coming from all over the country to hang out for the weekend and fish ice fish for the first time in a lot of cases, maybe catch their first togue or lake trout. And Al and I were talking last night, it's like you really never know how things are going to turn out. And it's easy to get, you know, frustrated and spend most of your life working like most of us do. And you never really take the time to do the things you talk about doing. Like, you know, we get home, it was a freezing rain. It turned a 2-hour drive into a 3-hour drive. Got home I got home I think around 3 o'clock this morning. I had to get up and I got work to do. But the bottom line is we did it. You know, we went out, we spent the night smelting, and we'll deal with today, and we'll get through it. But if you keep saying I'm going to do that, you just never do it. In most cases. You know, I know so many people that waited to retirement to buy that fishing boat, and you know, they never even made it to retirement. And it's too bad, because it's there now, and now's when you need to do it. When you back on the smelt, all you do once you cut the head off, I'll show you on the next one. I get a little bit lost when I start gabbing, and like I said, I know most of you have cleaned more smelts and you know what to do with it, but some people really just never really get the opportunity. Like people down in, you know, I don't know, Texas or whatever, they've never seen a smelt. But you know, you just start right there at the vent. Don't trust the old WC knife there, William Collins. That's my new favorite knife. Start at the vent, you push all the guts out with your thumb, pull it out, throw it in the trash, rinse it with ice cold water, as cold as you can stand it. Never rinse your fish with warm or hot water, especially because it starts to cook it. But like I say, you just, once you get the head off, you find that little vent right up through. I even use scissors on the small ones, pin smelts, but they're real easy to clean, and absolutely delicious. And I'm a lot faster than this. I'm just kind of waking up, having my coffee, and shooting the breeze with you folks. Anyway, I guess in short, like I said, we got a good. You gotta think about it. If I never started my YouTube channel, I wouldn't have the friends coming this weekend. You know, I mean, that's how I met Sarge, actually, on YouTube. I mean, if it wasn't for YouTube, I never would have met Derek. I don't know, best people I know, you know, and it's really an amazing thing. It's a great society, a great network. We really take care of each other behind the scenes. You know, and that is one of the great things about YouTube. What seems mundane and redundant to some is the most interesting thing in the world to others. Especially when it comes to, you know, hunting, fishing, travel, cooking is big. I love to cook. I love to watch other people cook and learn from them. You learn so much, and you know, people learn from you. I'll guarantee you have something to share with someone. I mean, if it's model railroads, or if you're a hobby cook, you know, if you like to cook, but you're not, you know, it's more of a hobby, it's not a profession, but you love to do it. That's the great thing about this network, is we just learn from each other all the time, constantly. And I think it's awesome, to be honest with you. And like I say, the friendships that you make along the way are priceless, to be honest with you. And you know, a man can never have too many friends, trust me. You can have too many smelt though. I'll tell you what, when we start dropping these in hot grease this weekend, everybody's going to be glad that somebody went smelting, you trust me.